Here is part 6 of the Swan Princess read-along. Quiet, said John Bob the Frog. I cannot concentrate. Speed the Turtle tried not to laugh. John Bob took hold of the long, strung-together cattails and prepared the pole bolt. Sure, he could hop great distances by himself, but not all the way across the moat to the tall tower of Rothbart's water dungeon. At the tower's base, in a clump of mud above the waterline, grew the most perfect flowers John Bob had ever seen. For the princess, he would risk his life to snatch those flowers. He would bolt above the head of the hungry alligators. You come up with some dumb ideas, John Bob, Speed said, but this one's a doozy. John Bob dusted himself off. Go ahead and laugh, he said, picking some more cattails from the ground. I'll get that princess to kiss me, and when she does... Poof! You'll change into a French prince, Speed finished. I know, you told me. And when she learns that I risked my life for those flowers, the kissing will not stop, John Bob said, smiled as he attached 3 more cattails together. The pole had to be perfect. Speed heard John Bob's Frog Prince story 100 times. He had given up telling John Bob how ridiculous it sounded. Oh God, I don't know why. Sounded, yeah. Mind if I point out a problem? Speed asked. I don't take advice from peasants, John Bob sniffed. Suit yourself, Speed replied. John Bob balanced his cattail pole. He hunched over and closed his eyes, chanting softly, flowers, kiss, concentration. Flowers, kiss, concentration. Then, opening his eyes, he ran towards the moat, planted the pole, and leaped. Whoosh! Over the moat he sailed. Just curious, how are you going to get back? Speed said. John Bob's eyes went wide. Below him, the teeth of a dozen gators gleamed. The pole was taking him down. Snap! Was taking him down, down, down. Snap! Went an alligator jaw. It was so close John Bob could smell the bad breath. Ah! He shrieked. The pole's now sprinting back to dry land. Ah! Speed! Stop me! John Bob pleaded. Speed inched forward and tried to grab John Bob in vain. Sprawling, he went back into the water. The alligators jumped. Sprawling, back onto land. Help! Help, you sluggard! John Bob cried. Back and forth he swung, dropping closer to the waiting jaws. He closed his eyes. He was alligator meat now. He would never live to see Odette, never become a prince, never inherit a kingdom, never. He wasn't moving. He was still. Is this what death felt like? No pain, just dullness, emptiness. He opened his eyes and the gaps caught his throat. It was Odette, the princess herself, holding the tip of the cattail in her hand. She had stopped the swinging, and she was smiling at him. Odette! John Bob exclaimed. He jumped off the cattail and bowed. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Sss, sss, hissed the angry alligators behind him. John Bob turned to face them. Grabbing the cattail, he brought it down on the alligators like a whip. Ha! Flap! The cattail sprang back and smacked him on the head. Are you all right? Odette asked. Yes, Odette, John Bob groaned. I'm all right. What in the world were you trying to do? Speed chuckled. He thought that if... Shh, John Bob snapped. Then, chin raised high, he said to Odette, I wanted to get those flowers for you. Odette raised a suspicious eyebrow. You're being sneaky again, John Bob. What sneaky? You deserve a nice bouquet. And you deserve a kiss. John Bob offered his cheek. Well, all right, if you insist. Give it up, John Bob, Speed remarked. Odette smiled at John Bob. You know I'm under a spell, said Odette. But my kiss will break the spell, John Bob insisted. Odette shook her head. I can only kiss the man I love, and then he must make a vow of everlasting love, John Bob cut in, and prove it to the whole world, Odette added. Then what do you think I was doing with the flowers and the alligators going back and forth? Everlasting love, John Bob sniffed indignantly. I was almost everlasting lunch. Speed, make him understand, Odette begged. I'm only a turtle, Speed replied. A sudden crash stopped their conversation. Lying on the ground a few yards away with an arrow jutting from his wing, was a small black and white bird. Odette, John Bob, and Speed gathered around him. Do you think he's dead? Speed asked. No, Odette answered. It's just his wing, I think. Strange-looking bird, John Bob remarked. Poor fellow, Odette said. He must be in a lot of pain. Tenderly, she examined the bird's injured wing. You better hold him, she suggested to Speed. As Speed sat on the bird's chest, John Bob held down his beak. Ready, Speed said. With a quick snap, Odette broke the arrow. Then gingerly, she pulled it out. Tearing a strip of cloth from her dress, she wrapped the wing. Slowly, the bird's eyes opened. Hello, John Bob sang. This is your wake-up call. With a jerk, the bird sat up. Ah! John Bob flew through the air and banged against the tree. And Speed went spinning on his shell. The bird stood ready to fight. Ha! It takes more than a pair of pom-poms to keep Puffin down. Ha! I'm your friend, Odette said. Friend my feathers, Puffin replied. I have a background in logic, madam. If you're my friend, how come you have an arrow in your hand? He snatched the arrow from Odette. The same exact arrow I have. Puffin stopped. He stirred his wing. What? I took it out while you were lying there, Odette said. You mean you had a chance to... With his wingtip, Puffin made a slitting gesture across his throat. But instead you... He pantomimed pulling an arrow out. Uh-huh. Odette tried not to giggle. She never met anyone who spoke in sound effects. Puffin smiled. Madam, I may be schooled in strategies of war, but I'm also schooled in manners. I apologize. My name is Puffin, Lieutenant Puffin. It's a pleasure. I'm Odette, Princess Odette. Odette held out her hand and Puffin kissed it. And these are my best friends in the whole wide world, Odette continued. Mr. Lorenzo Trudgelog. Friends call me Speed, Speed said. And John Bob. John Bob bowed deeply. I have no friends, only servants, and they call me Your Highness. He held out his hand to be kissed. He thinks he's a prince, Speed explained. Well, Puffin said, ignoring John Bob, I owe you, Princess, and I intend on staying until my debt is paid. I don't think there's much you can do, Odette replied. He has me under a spell. You mean a magical? Puffin waved his wings. In an instant, the dark forest became bright as day. The gnarled trees bloomed with cherry blossoms. Rothbard appeared, dressed in full armor. holding a helmet in his hand. Your knight in shining armor has come to set you free, he said with a mocking laugh. Puffin stepped up to fight Rothbart, but Speed and John Bob pulled him back. Let me at him! Puffin shouted. Oh, psst, Diddle. Speed squeezed Puffin's beak shut. Rothbart bent down on one knee. All it takes is one word, Odette. Will you marry me? Every night you ask the same question, Odette replied, and every night I give you the same answer. I'd die first. I'll die first, Rothbart scowled. Instantly the sky darkened and the forest plunged into a deep gloom. Urgh! You're really starting to bug me, Rothbart said. I should think you'd be used to it by now, Odette retorted. That's it. Just keep pushing it, Rothbart snapped. But someday, I'm gonna buy you over! Go ahead, then, but I'll never give you my father's kingdom. Rothbart was fuming. He bit his finger to control his emotions, and then practically spitting his words out. I was hoping you'd say you'd be mine, but it looks as if you needed another day to think about it. As Rothbart turned back to his castle, Odette sank to the ground. She would never marry that murderer! She would remain a Swan forever if she had to. Burying her head in her hands, she burst into tears.